Okay, what's up, guys? So, as you can see, let's start with the lead code 75. Start with the lead code 75. Let's see what's the first question. Merge strings alternately. Okay, cool. Let's start. Let's start. Okay, this is my first time I'm attending. I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. Doing this lead codes questions. You are given two strings, word one and word two. Merge the strings by adding letters in alternating order, starting with word one. If a string is longer than the other, append the additional letters onto the end of the merged string. Okay, where do I start? I don't know. Don't know how to start this. Okay, you are given two strings, word one and word two. Two strings, word one and two. Okay, I switched this. You can obviously switch it. I switched mine to Java because I'm familiar with Java. So string word one and string word two. Okay, you are given two strings. Merge the strings by adding the letters in alternating order. By adding the letters in alternating order. So let's see. Let's look at the example. Input one is word one. That's the letters A, B, C, and P, Q, R. The output, so it should be A this side, then P, if I'm not mistaken, B this side, then it goes to Q, C this side, then it goes to R. And so explanation: the merge string will be merged as word one that word. So here's the merge string. So by the looks of it, I need to first figure out what do I need to solve this. And it says if the string is longer than the other, you can just append it. So let's look at that. ABC, PQ. So ABCD is longer than that. So we would go A this side, P that side, B this side, Q that side, and then C and D is just appended. Am I right? A, P, B, Q, C, D. Yes. Okay, cool. So if I look at this, what do I need to start? So I would need, if I think about it, obviously these variables, I would need a variable there. I would need some variables there. I would need, so I need variables to store the data, if I'm not mistaken, word one and word two to store the data, obviously. I would need another variable um, for the result. Okay, so let's quickly do that. And append means yeah, append of adding it. I know there is something that they call string builder. So what I would need to figure out this is variables, loops. um, Loop will be to repeat the process of picking letters from each word. Like for instance, pick here A, P, B, Q, C, R. So that is like a loop. So what a loop does, a loop allows you to repeat a process or a block of code multiple times. That's what the loop does. And then they obviously need to be a condition. That condition would obviously check if there is letters left in each word, um, before then we just need to add it to the to the merge letter, or sorry, merge word. Obviously we would obviously need in each word, we need something to keep track of how we're going to move from A, P, B, C. Okay, so that we call that counters or index or whatever. And then we need to combine this thing. We need obviously need to combine how these things will ultimately work. So if I would take a simple approach, like I said, I would need let's need something like string builder, and we call it merge string. That is the string. That is just, so now I'm creating a placeholder. um, New string builder. That is a string builder. Okay, that is to keep the merge string. um, And then obviously there's another thing that I would look at. Is another thing that would be to obviously I need counters. I need to have a counter for on that side and on this side. So that counter, I would say int I equals 0. That's the one counter. Okay, I need to so I'm gonna do it like this. Say um, equals 0. Okay, that's my counters. And obviously now I need to make sure that I remember this is the variables. I told you I need you need variables, and I told you need a loop. So now a loop is just alternating between the two, where we go through the first one, the second one, the third one, whatever. So here we would have to merge the characters from both words in alternating order. So we'll use a simple while loop. You need to know what is a while loop. I'm not going to explain to you what's a while loop. I would say if I is less than word, you'll see here's two words here. Word, the incoming words. Word one dot len that's a method, and I is less than word 2 dot len method. Then obviously there will be a condition. This is like the repeating. This is where we loop through the stuff. Then we would say here's the condition. If here's the condition. If I is less than word 1 dot length right, then we would use the merge string dot append. This is part of the string builder class. Append, we would append word 1. There's a char at this is something you will also need to know. Then we just cycle through that. So what this does is this check if I we add a counter. So we said if I in this word is less than, if I is, look, I starts at 0. If I is less than the word 1, the length of the word 1, obviously the word coming in, if it's ABC, it will be 1 2 3, it will be 3. So I will obviously be there, and then we need to append that to the merge string. So it's almost like we need to print it or add it there. But then I'm not going to type everything again. Because I'm a bit lazy, I would just say let's just copy and paste. The power of copy and paste. Word 2. Now we're cycling through the second, and then we should return the merge string. But remember, this is we need to make sure that this is we need to convert it to a string, and we use the string method just to make sure that is a string. I think that is it. So in a nutshell, this is very simple. Obviously here you need variables. Here's my variables. um, you need counters, You need a loop. Here's a while loop, and in the while loop you'll have a condition that checks. So this checks the length of the word, and then if it's then it appends. um, that is what happens here. So this is a look. Obviously, this is a this is a very, if I can put it like this is a very basic. This is this is this is a very, not, I won't say a basic approach. This is actually a very very good approach of doing it, because we are cycling through the this is a more of an experience approach. We're using a more elegant solution with the while loop, where we just cycle through the things. And obviously I think our other counter, we need to use our other counter here. That was an issue that I saw there. Now, while I is less than the length of word 1, um, or uh, j is less than the length of word 2, then we say if I word 1 length, we merged that string and we append it to word 1. And if it's j, we append it to j. I think that should be it. But I want this to make logic sense to you. So obviously the first thing you need to check is, how many variables do I need to store the data? How many loops is there going to be? Repeating code loops? Is there going to be conditions that it must adhere to? And obviously, is there going to be counters or indexes to keep track of where we are, the current position of each word? And obviously the combining of a string, where we use the append method. These are things that you can go read up. It's very simple to understand. And that should be it, guys. Let's have a look. Let's run it and see. Oh, there's a error. There's an error. Int I. Let's see. Int I is what is it expecting? Int I. There we go. Okay. Int I. Int. We would say int I there is 0, and we can't. When we declare this thing, when we give it data type, and we use the comma instead of the semicolon, it assumes that this letter here is also the same of the same type. Let's run it again. I think this should work. Nice. Let's see. Case 1, is it case 1? And case 2. Whoa, look at us. Thank you, guys. Okay, guys, that's it. Any questions, just ask me in the comments below. Thank you, guys. Keep well.